up, guys? It is your boy JJ Styles, the In Touch From Life, back at it again with another video. As you can see, I'm wearing my Puerto Rican shirt and my sunglasses for this video because I don't know, I want to change up my look with sunglasses during the video. If I get tired of wearing the sunglasses, I will take them off. But here we're going to talk about 2020 politics election today. Don't get offended if I say anything, but we're going to talk about a particular candidate that been getting the most hype. Back in 2016, it used to be Bernie Sanders getting the hype, but 2020, free money, baby, it's Andrew Yang. And a lot of people never heard of this guy, Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang, he's a smart guy. It's true. It's robots, and it's it's both sides. Like, Andrew Yang, he's a smart guy. UBI could work. His math, so far his math has been off a little bit, but UBI could work in America. Like, especially helping out the people that's poor or like very poor, like they don't have no place to live. I believe like UBI could help a lot of people. It can. But let's go back. Let's go back to Andrew Yang. I'm not saying I'm support Andrew Yang. I'm not saying I can't vote yet, but I'm not saying I'm supporting him. But he got good ideas. Like, I like him a little bit as a candidate. It's way better than Bernie's policies. I'm gonna tell you in another video that, because this week we're gonna talk politics. I'm gonna tell you another video. Like, if I'm gonna come back to this in another video, but let's compare $1,000 a month and federal jobs. Federal jobs for every American citizen ain't possible because you need to be you need to be educated to have a federal job. Not everybody's gonna know how to do federal jobs. So that's why I disagree with Bernie. Like, in 2016, yeah, I used to like Bernie. Yeah, he was the hype. Like, yeah, I'd rather him win than Hillary Clinton taking the thing, because Hillary Clinton, she won because of her super PACs. So let's search up Andrew Yang. I like Andrew Yang. I'm thinking of being part of the Yang gang. I'm not sure, but let's talk about Andrew Yang's policy. He wants more people. His big policy is UBI. UBI, if you don't know, Universal Basic Income, is getting the hype all around the United States. He's proposing $1,000 a month, and another candidate, I think around the 1980s or the 1970s, like around Reagan was president, he was president. What's his name? I forgot his name. He proposed the UBI. It passed in the House of Representatives twice under Nixon's administration. Also, Nixon supports UBI. Same with Thomas Paine and same with Martin Luther King Jr., which I agree with them. UBI is the future of America. It's not. UBI could get some people lazy, but it's not gonna make people lazy. It's gonna make people motivate. Like, the only thing that I'm worried if UBI does become a thing in the United States is like prices go up, which they will, and prices go up means spending more your $1,000 instead of saving it. But most people, when they get $1,000, they're gonna spend it, but whatever they have left, they also gonna save it, because when they save it, that's more money adding up to the $1,000 of the next month. So let's say I get $1,000 on January, and I only spent 500. I will have 1,500 next month, and if I'm working, I will get money on top of that. Bad thing about UBI, well, not a bad thing for some people, good thing that I think that if you're on welfare programs, UBI shouldn't touch you because you're already getting money from the government. If you're on food stamps, you only gonna get the difference. So if you, for example, like Andrew Yang said, if you receive $700 in food stamps, you're only gonna get the difference, $300. You're not gonna get $1,000 on top of that because it's not fair. What I disagree with UBI is the rich people, well, not super rich, but like becoming rich, getting $1,000. I don't want them to. Like, they could give us the $1,000 with the VAT, the value added tax, which I also agree on. Like, rich people, I understand they being successful, and that's a good thing, but like, they should create more jobs and hire more people, and it's not only the rich and the business people, it's also us in society. Like, we should go to college and get educated. Not a lot of people want to go to college. Like, going back to 2016, this candidate named Scott Walker, Republican candidate, he did go to college, so that screwed him over becoming a big name in politics, because I don't think he ever finished high school or college, but he's a smart guy. But education, that's a UBI. If it does work, if you want a job, you need education. That's the big thing. You need to go to college because technology is advancing. Like, it's not only immigration, it's technology as well, which I was blind to not see it, but I could see it. Like, they have bartenders as, robots. They have, in my supermarket, they have a robot that it doesn't clean, but it alerts somebody to clean the mess. Like, I've been seeing robots everywhere, and robots ain't a bad thing. It's not like, oh, they're gonna take over the world or something. It's just like there's gonna be less and less jobs, and then $1,000 won't make people spend, but it's gonna make people lazy. The robots. So that's why let's put this in thing. Before I explain UBI more more in detail. Let's say I get $1,000. I get $1,000. Good thing. Let me take these sunglasses off. I don't want them on. Let's say I get $1,000. I'm gonna spend it because I'm gonna spend it on things I need, things I want. I could donate it. I can't borrow anybody's UBI because that's against the law, or lend anybody my UBI, but I could donate it. Like, UBI could help out a lot. And an Asian man, people thinks Andrew Yang is like, how should I say, somebody from Asia, like China, around there, that he's a communist. He's not a communist. He's a smart. He's I disagree with him with a couple of topics, but UBI is the future. But UBI also will make people start businesses like me. If I get $1,000 a month, I'm gonna start a business. Like, that's common sense. Hire people, they get 1,000. I give them salary from my company. Everybody will be happy, and it would circulate in the economy, which can work. I'm not sure if UBI could work, so leave it in the comments below if it can work. If you agree with me that you think UBI is coming to conclusions in America. But anyways, Andrew Yang, he got attacked by Bernie Sanders. Not physically, just on his policies. This is what people don't understand. The math that Andrew Yang is giving us is also wrong in a way, but it's also right in a way, because that's where the future is heading from. Like, if you see, like, they're making self-driving cars already. Like, are you serious? Like, self-driving cars? Like, I don't want a self-driving car. Like, I want to drive my car, okay? What's the point of having a car if you can't drive it? If it's going to be self-driving? That's just boring. I want to drive the car, okay? But now let's talk about UBI. UBI, $1,000 a month. Citizens over 18, you get a value-added tax on big companies like Google, Facebook, and people saying these companies will leave to other countries. But the thing, what people don't understand, Facebook, Google, Facebook, Google, all of these big companies, they pay some taxes. Amazon pays zero in taxes. That is true. Amazon said it themselves. They pay zero in taxes, which is true. But see, these things right here, it could work. a value-added tax on big companies is they're not gonna leave to other companies because Mike Zuckerberg, Facebook CEO, whatever he is, agrees. Elon Musk agrees, and their tech people, they agreed that they don't mind giving $1,000 to the people because it's giving it to the people, and the people's gonna spend it. And it's not all about money, but like it helps people out, like it helps people like go to New York City, like in New York City there's a lot of homeless people, or everywhere. So $1,000 a month in that random person's hand could change their life forever. But number one, Andrew Yang's policy, I agree that he's surrounded with a UBI. I think it's a good idea. I think it could work, but he needs to figure out his math a little bit. And soon, I think, just of the fun of it, I'm gonna buy an Andrew Yang math hat because it looks cool. Me, I'm not a math person. Like, trust me. Like, I'm not a math person. Like, I don't like math. But when it comes down to politics, like, I understand math. Like, in school, I'm in consumer math. Consumer math is math based on real life things. Math based on your college debt. Based on buying a car, paying your bills, paying your rent, saving money, all of that good stuff. That's why I like consumer math because I'm into it. Like, since I was in elementary school, I didn't think of why math is gonna be in our life. Like, what's the point of math? Like, all we're gonna use in math is money. But then I realized if you're an engineer, you use algebra, you use geometry, you use all of that. But now I'm in consumer math. Consumer math is teaching me how to not be in debt when I go to college, which is a good thing. Like, I'm glad that my school put that math class in there because like that math class is very helpful and it shows you how math is dealt in real life. Because ever since I was little, before I got into talking about politics, what's the point of math? And then I watch Andrew Yang, and math stands for Make America Think Harder. And math do make you think harder because sometimes you be looking at a math problem and be like, this seems so simple, but then you do the math, it's so hard. So that's why I like the math hat. Like, math ain't my favorite subject, but like math right now, I'm passing math with an A. Can you believe that? Jaden? Yeah, that's my name. JJ Styles. Can you believe JJ is passing with an A in math? I don't even believe it. Like, can you believe that? Math is easy. And it's helpful too. How to use it in real life. And also, letting y'all know, also leave in the comments, should I run for student council? Given the application Tuesday and stuff like that. But let's talk about Andrew Yang. He's nationality. He's an Asian American. He's part of the Democratic Party. He is 44 years old. He is born in New York, not in the city, Shenzhen something, some part of New York. I can't pronounce it. He has two children, two boys. One is autistic. Um, he's getting a lot of hype around the media. Media is trying to avoid him, which won't happen. Um, his big thing is UBI. His second big thing is Medicare for All, which is another thing. Medicare for All, I don't think it could work. I'm not sure. I don't have, in my opinion, I don't think it will work. I think the UBI is way better. It has a better chance of passing in the United States Senate and the House than Medicare for All because, like, in my opinion, I don't think it could work. I don't think it's not even working from Canada that much if you do research on it. But the UBI, if you do research on it, it could work. Plus, we're people say we're the richest country. We're rich in goods, but we're not rich and rich. Get what I'm saying? Go in debt, stuff like that. But anyways, yeah. But let's talk about Andrew Yang. Let's go on his website. I'm gonna show you a glimpse of his merch, okay? I'll show you a glimpse of Andrew Yang's merch. Because Andrew Yang, he's a smart guy. Andrew Yang is like Andrew Yang. Wait, Andrew Yang UBI. So I'm gonna teach you about UBI right now. That's how you go to Google. Andrew Yang University. Andrew Yang, he calls it the freedom dividend. He says in 12 years, one out of three American workers are at risk of losing their jobs to new technologies, and unlike previous waves of automation. And it all begins with a freedom dividend, universal basic income for every American adult, no strings attached, a foundation which stable, prosperous, and just society can be built. Now let's look up how can we pay for the freedom dividend. This is how we can pay. It's a value added tax on 10% current welfare social program beneficiaries would be given the choice their current benefits or $1,000 cash. So if you're on welfare or like on government assistance, you get to choose if you want the $1,000 or you're gonna stay. You have an option. It's either you can't have both. It's either you choose you want $1,000 a month or you choose you want your government assistance. You can't have both. So repeat, you can't have both. Because people thinking that, oh, if we pass $1,000 a month, I still get to keep my assistant. You have to choose between the both because it's not fair to people, okay? Because basically, if you're on government assistance, then you get $1,000 a month. Basically, you're not rich, but like you're higher up than the other people, okay? So you have to choose one or the other, and I think that's fair because if you have both, having both is basically you're making it out as a bandit. $1,000 a month and government assistance. Well, $1,000 a month is government assistance, but you get what I'm saying. Like you get $1,000 a month, but then you get welfare. You making it out as a bandit, and if you even, cause some welfare you could work part time, but you making it out as a bandit. Like you could not work, get $1,000 a month, get welfare, then you could go to a Foot Locker and be like, I want this pair of sneaker, and you buy the pair of sneaker because you got all of this money. Which it's it will circulate in the economy, but like, come on, you can't have both. You're just making it out with a bandit. You be buying like a whole bunch of stuff, which is a good thing. You're buying yourself stuff, but you're buying yourself way too much stuff. Like you don't even need all of that stuff, man. But anyways, I'm fixing my shirt. I like this shirt. My Puerto Rican shirt. I'm Puerto Rican, okay? So, anyways, what would you get from the freedom dividend plan? So every U.S. citizen has to be 18. Andrew Yang is confusing me. 18 over 18 is confusing me. Would receive $1,000 a month, regardless of income, employment, status, fee, and clear, no jumping through hoops. Yes, it means you and everyone you know will receive $1,000 a month, starting in January 2021, which won't start in January 2021 because 2020 you have to win the Senate, and if you win majority of the Senate, then it could pass in 2021. It's not gonna pass automatically in 2021 because the opposite side of the party, not independence. Independence is neutral. Andrew Yang is a Democrat. Senate majority is Republican. So basically, the Senate might vote against it unless the Senate loses some seats with all of the chaos and all of these mass thingies happening on the news, like in Texas and just like in 2016, the same thing. Every time when there's an election, there's always a riot about Trump or a riot about something. And it's not only politics, they just do it. They just do it because they're crazy people. They don't have Jesus. That's why. They just crazy, okay, man? So anyways, let's go on to the next one. What are benefits from UBI? The freedom, he calls it the freedom dividend because supposedly you won't get taxed, but I don't believe that. You might get some tax to receive the $1,000. It's always about the taxes. It's either raising the taxes or lowering the taxes. So there's no avoiding taxes, okay? There is. If we have a candidate that wants to end income tax and flat tax, everybody pays what they buy. A flat tax is way better for America. Like it worked. Like it worked way before way before the 1960s, flat tax was the thing. I'm an independent, okay? I like Andrew Yang, and I like things from the opposite party. I'm an independent person. Like, I don't go by identity politics. I go by issues in America. I go by issues around the world. I go by issues of every American citizen and every person that's living in the U.S. I don't go by, you should vote for this guy because he's going to lower your taxes. No, no. I vote for that guy because lowering taxes is not an issue. It's actually beneficial these past 3 years a little bit. And people been getting more figures, right? More figures. Ta-da. Beneficial tax cuts. That's where you guys need to research. You get more figures from that. More WWE figures or any figures you want. UBI encourage people to find the work. It does. Like, I could get $1,000 a month. I still want to work. Because it's going to be boring. You just receive $1,000 a month and not work. Basically, I'm going to, let's put this in. Let's say I buy myself something. Let's say I buy myself a big TV. And, I don't know, a new bed. And, I don't know, stuff for YouTube. I still want to work because the $1,000 is going to go fast. And I'm still going to want to work. I'm not going to be lazy and not work. Some people might just be like, hey, I want 1,000 and not work. No, no, no. You should keep the 1,000 and work because that's more money and that will circulate and you will be spending more and you will be donating to charities and doing what you do with the money. Smart. Mind blown. It reduces burial. I can't pronounce that word, but I'm not going to read that part because I don't understand it. UBI increases bargaining power for workers. I agree. UBI increases entrepreneurship, like business type. Like business people ain't bad, okay? Even though a lot of business people and rich ain't bad, okay? Business create jobs, okay? For some people. It increases nonprofit work and caring for loved ones. It improves relationships. I don't know how it improves relationships. I don't get that. You get $1,000 a month. That's gonna improve. For example, let's put this. I have a girlfriend, right? And let's say I get $1,000 a month. And let's say my girlfriend gets into an argument with me. That $1,000 a month ain't gonna fix it. It will. $1,000 a month will improve physical health just a little bit. Because if you have to pay bills with, let's say you need a surgery and your insurance can't afford it, your $1,000 that you get a month could afford it. Because usually if you break your knee, it's like, it ain't no like 600, it's like 600,000, $600 to get a surgery, depending how bad it is. If you have $1,000 a month, even though you're spending it, boom, you just pay your surgery. Mind blown, right? But yeah, I support Andrew Yang. I'm thinking of getting his hat and just wear it. I like his policies. I agree with him in some stuff. He calls his people the Yang Gang. I think I'm gonna hop on the Yang Gang train. I don't like math, but I like the acronym Make America Think Harder. And right now, in my school, I'm finally getting the gist of math, how it's gonna be used in real life. So like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. UBI will be funded by value added tax. UBI is $1,000 a month. It ain't the first time people try to support it. Martin Luther King liked that idea. And also, it's humanity first, everybody. Humanity first. So, I not fully, but partially support Andrew Yang. And I partially support a current president, okay? I can't say every president is bad because there's no bad president. Presidents mess up, okay? Obama messed up, Bush messed up, Bush father messed up, Clinton messed up, Reagan messed up, Nixon messed up, Washington messed up. Everybody messed up in their lives, and nobody ain't perfect. So you just have to give every president that comes along a chance. You might not like the guy, but you just give the guy a chance. So leave in the comments if you think are how if you think the United States been going well. Also leave in the comment if you agree with universal basic income of Andrew Yang's freedom dividend plan. Do you should also in the comments leave should I join the Yang gang, and also in the comments should I review a math hat. So like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to talk more about Andrew Yang. There's more to talk about him. There's more to talk about every political candidate. It's not only Democratic candidates, is Republican candidates, our current president, and Wheel that also was a governor of Massachusetts back in the 1990s or the 1980s, around that some sort. But like this like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more for JJ Styles. I said my name again, and one like equals that you like this Puerto Rican shirt, and you accept my nationality. So like, comment, share, subscribe. JJ out. Leave in a comment. You want to join the Yang Gang? Should I join the Yang Gang? Do you like the Yang Gang? See you guys in the next one.